Hi, Anne here. When last we spoke, I was in the Hawaiian jail. Remember that? We were on quarantine on the island of Maui. We are out of the quarantine. Oh my God, and it's a whole new world. Today, I want to do what I call an intermission. So when you go to see a show on Broadway, which we used to do in New York, but everything's like Planet of the Apes right now. You can't go to see Broadway shows. But when I did with my kids, there would be an intermission. The curtain would close, and everyone would get up from their seats, and they would go into the lobby to get a soft drink and some candy. So they had enough energy to get through the second half. So that's what this is. This is an intermission. This is not a letter to Eminem. I'm sorry. I know he's hanging on the edge of my every word. Ha ha, I know he's not. But maybe one day I'll wear him down. I'm going to keep at it. But the topic of today's discussion is coffee. Coffee is something that is very near and dear to my heart. My favorite part of every single day is waking up in the morning and having my morning coffee. Oh my God, I look so forward to it. Here in Hawaii, the morning coffee is really divine. I get pushed out onto the porch in this tiny little apartment, but it has this little sliver of paradise, and it's enough. There are these butterflies flapping around just right outside the porch. We can see the waves hitting against the surf. There's this little ruffle of the white surf. Sometimes you see surfers out on it. And then there's this beautiful, huge expanse of water, and it's the whale season. Can you believe it? So every now and then there's this like puff of, I don't know, whale water, showing that the whale is just coming up above the water a little bit. Now some people pay a lot of money in Hawaii to get really close to the whales. I personally think that this is not the right thing to do. I feel that these are beautiful ancient creatures. They're our connection to dinosaurs. They're submerged deep underwater in this very kind of holy temple of the water. And I think it's very important for us to respect their space and let them have their day. But right now you can catch a glimpse of them. And it's like having a glimpse into, I don't know, heaven, the divine, in my opinion. It's like being close to old growth forest. It has that kind of hushed silence and beauty to it. Okay, back to good morning coffee. I like to look and commune with nature with my cup of morning coffee. Typically, when we're traveling, I bring an espresso machine with me, and some kind person, my boyfriend usually, puts the coffee pot in and makes this like really great straight up espresso. He puts some coconut creamer in it, and I like a little bit of sugar. And I mean, I can't hold a cup up, so I use a straw. He holds the cup up, and I sip on my little coffee with the straw, and I look out at this gorgeous beauty. Some people in Brooklyn, where I used to live, go out to get their morning coffee. Now, there's like a whole religious movement around coffee in the United States right now. So, of course, there's Starbucks. I personally think Starbucks coffee is too bitter. It's like really, really, really bitter and strong. And I think it's very acidic. It's really hard on your organs. Now, I drink my coffee strong. I like strong coffee. I just don't want like a gigantic thermos of that coffee. And you have to put so much milk, heavy cream, and sugar in it to make it taste good. It's basically a coffee milkshake. And they charge you what? Like $5, you have to wait in this long line. I'm not a huge fan. I personally am a Dunkin' girl. I like Dunkin' Donuts. I like that they put the milk and sugar in the coffee for you. I like the unpretentiousness of it. People really look down their nose at Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but I am personally a big fan. What I really, really don't like is the hipster coffee movement. Okay, I don't like going into one of those coffee shops where they got a little glass base and this kind of heirloom organic coffee, and there's a person there in a tiny, tiny little outfit with their hair in a bun, looking at you as if you're just not cool at all, and the coffee's going drip, drip, drip. into this little, I don't know, whatever you're gonna get. Say, could I have some milk and sugar? And they say, it's over there. And you just feel like not cared about. You feel not cared about when you get that cup of coffee, I'm just telling you. And then you're supposed to give someone a tip. Okay, I come from this generation. It's not like I didn't work in a coffee shop. I certainly did. When a lady like myself, an older lady, came in a wheelchair, oh my God, I would hold that door open to that lady and say, can I take that coffee cup over to your car for you, ma'am? I wouldn't say, what are you doing after this? Like, we're buddies and we're gonna go hang out. No, and I don't really want to give someone a tip for just giving me a little cup of coffee. I don't blame whoever is doing it. They just have not been taught better. But I feel that coffee is religious. I really care about it. And I'd rather make it at home. I don't want to spend my kids' college money, because that's what it is for me. It's not like I'm so loaded that I can just endlessly pay $9 for cups of coffee. I mean, it's going to cost me 50 cents to make it at home. And I want to stay at home and look at all this beauty outside. So that's my word on coffee for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed thinking about me being in Maui, watching the whales and the butterflies, and just describing the beauty here. Next episode is going to be carpool karaoke.